welcome you to the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. Here's today's question. Were the 10 plagues of Egypt actually based on the Egyptian gods, or is this something that's been added to the interpretation over time? For examples, Osiris, Geb, Ra, etc. Well, this is kind of a yes-no question. And the reason I say it's a yes-no question is what we know is the famous 10 plagues, beginning with turning of the water into blood and ending, obviously, with what we know collectively today as the Passover, or the death of the firstborn. They are a series of judgment of God upon the people, the Egyptians primarily, who rejected God. We know that, and that's not within question here. The real issue is it a direct shall we say, response to the Egyptian gods? And the names were mentioned. Now, here's where it gets a little yes-no kind of fuzzy. There are Egyptian gods that have very specific territories or items that they were gods over. Okay. And so therefore, you know, when you use Osiris or Ra, whatever, you could say, oh, that plague was contrary to. Okay, great. So for example, the sun god, obviously the plague of darkness, that would be contrary to. Not so much the names of as how much I would go to the attributes or symbols of. There were so many things in Egyptian pantheism, for lack of better terms, that they attributed deity status to. Whether it was the Nile that was considered a deity of water, whether it was the frogs or the cattle, the light, whatever it may be. And so it's not so much the specific names of as it is the attributes of. And so again, when we look at the plagues, yes, it's the miracle of God releasing the people of God from Egypt, but it is also a very clear lesson that every plague literally flew in the face of what the Egyptians worshiped and considered gods. Remember, I believe it's the plague of the flies or the lice, I don't remember which one, where even the Egyptian sorcerers come to Pharaoh and said, this is the finger of God. And so the reason that's important is even if you take that interpretation, it's not just the Egyptian God was light, but God can make darkness. No, it was that the darkness of God can supersede the light of the Egyptian God. So it wasn't just a reciprocation as much it was a supernal or greater than. Hopefully this assists in the question. But yes, 10 distinct plagues, miraculous, supernatural, and shall we say, flew in the face of the Egyptian gods. Great question. If you have one, send to AskJeff.net. Maybe your question be tomorrow's. Thank you so much for being a part of our daily question here at the Ask Jeff YouTube channel. I want to encourage you on a few things. Number one, if you have a question to ask, submit it to AskJeff.net. Eventually, we'll get around to your question. Secondly, we'd encourage you to subscribe. That way, each and every day, Monday through Friday, you get a reminder of our question of the day. And last but not least, I want to remind you that on Wednesday evenings, live at First Baptist Church of Opelika, FBCOpelika.com, we do a solid hour of Ask Jeff where we dig into the questions more than just 60 or 90 seconds. Sometimes we take the entire hour. All that being said, AskJeff.net is where you submit a question to this channel each and every day, Monday through Friday.